Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, hey, I'm the
Kool Uncle. I'm the Kool Uncle.
Hey, speaking of, Lou was humming on the damn intro.
Man, yeah.
on the song?
You was humming
On the
bro.
interview.
On the interview, you was humming.
On both
for
sides. Over the
D-Nice hit me like, hey, you gotta make sure you turn the mic off, pro. When you, I'm like, Lou, he got us again.
Hey, man, that's my thing, man. I gotta set the vibe. I gotta set the tone. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's good, man. Well, look, man, we back again, man.
Back together,
man,
fellas.
From what I understand, y'all done got a little baby rich this week.
Ah, shit,
Listen,
man.
baby.
Listen, I ain't even checked.
Hey, man. Hey.
Look,
Hey, I ain't even. Hey, man, look. Hey, shout out to the
what is it? Crypto,
the investment.
crypto.
I ain't gonna even say that. I'm just saying my investments.
Y'all done got this light killing me, brother.
Oh, yeah.
But it's good. It's good.
Oh, the light. Oh,
We
yeah,
on the
look,
set.
man.
We on the
good,
set,
though.
live on the set.
Once again, man, I'm the uncoolest. Unk, man. No shades in sight, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
We got to get loose some shades, man.
Yeah, man. Donate to the cause, man.
Donate.
Look, y'all got some lokes, man. Give me some lokes,
Oh, you
man.
want some looks? He's in the old school. Yeah.
Hey, DM Uncle Lou is good. He need them.
He need him.
Let me turn my ringer off, man. Let me be
Yeah,
professional.
y'all got baby rich though. This
Man, a couple dollars, man. This
Yeah,
just
man.
for the long haul, though, for real.
Listen, man, I'm not political. I'm not like a super political person. I'm not into that. But if you are a person who has investments, you're happy that Trump won right now.
Facts.
Regardless of how you feel. It's funny too, because I've been seeing comments from like on YouTube, and people be like, yeah, I voted for Kamala, but and they kind of low-key happy right now.
Man.
So look, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. I don't feel strongly either way. I'm just saying what I've been observing is a lot of people are happy right now with the outcome.
hey, but Uncle Lou, it's historically usually while we're in political season, and if it's a Republican president that gets in, the market usually takes off.
Right.
That's history. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
that
right.
typically happens, and that's just politics. People, their money is held up. They usually slow down as it's going through the race, and then they just hold their money to see what's going on. And then once everything is discovered, then everybody moves.
And I honestly think, really, if it wasn't Democrat and Republican, it's always a divide. So the divide always caused that Trump, Kamala,
Yeah.
give us some shit that really gonna help us. Like, y'all been putting these people in office that's for self and for their people, but who's really for the people? Like, give us somebody who's for the people.
Right.
Not for their people or their people, but for every people. You feel me?
Right.
And that's how I stand on it. So it's like I ain't gonna tell you who to vote for because they giving us bullshit at the end of the day.
Right.
We need somebody that's really for the people.
Let me ask y'all this: when y'all wake up every single day, and you guys leave your house and do whatever you do, what is it that you care about the most when you step out of the house from a policy perspective?
Getting back home.
I'm not going to
Get
listen.
back home? No, that's real.
Get
That's
right,
real.
right,
Get back home,
right.
Right?
Safe, yeah.
So what I'm getting at here is I tell people all the time, it is so important to vote for your local politicians.
Facts.
Your local, simple stuff like that pothole that you keep running over every single day.
Right.
That tree that fell down. Every time that somebody puts some graffiti up,
Right.
how quick is it coming down? What your local taxes is like on your water bill, your electricity bill. That's all your local politicians.
Make sure them
bro.
streets get
and
clean.
People don't focus on that enough. We get so caught up in the presidential debates and what's going on. Most of the time, that stuff won't even touch us. What's going to touch us is what we do every single day, our quality of life on a day-to-day basis.
Facts.
Well, not only that, bro, because you right 100%, but not only that, your vote, the
Presidential
popular
vote.
vote don't even determine the president.
Your
No,
vote don't matter.
It's the
College
electoral.
electoral,
yeah.
Right. So that's why I be so confused when I see people like, make sure you go vote. They be like, get out and vote. Make sure you vote for your candidate. And I
Right.
be like, why?
Why? That's important.
Bro, we live in a democratic state.
The popular vote don't determine the president.
No, but it's not about the
It's about the state.
Yeah, it's about the state.
Each state
each
got-
county.
I know, but when they say that, that's not what they talking about.
Yeah,
This
they
only
don't-
come up during the presidential. Everybody only get up in arms during the presidential election.
Because
They not year round. You don't see this behavior year round when the other shit is up for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You don't see that for local stuff and county state stuff. You don't see everybody get up in arms. It only happens every 4 years
know
for
why?
the president and everybody get up in arms.
you know why?
What?
Because that's what they do. They run money for these ads and campaigns where they got to make sure that this is what the world talking about in this moment to make a moment.
Yeah, that's why
You feel me?
I ain't gonna go. Look,
They
we ain't
trying to
gonna-
create the moment.
I'm not gonna go there today, but it's just a
But it's
ritual.
just like
It's
being
a
a
ritual
rapper.
with me. It
If
feels like a
you
ritual.
had their campaign money
Yeah.
to release the album, bro.
Come on, talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
We
D.
going diamond.
Who do everybody talk about? Oh, Drake and Kendrick. Drake and Kendrick when the beef
Right.
was going on, right?
Right.
Because they got the bread to put up the money. You know what I'm saying? So
and,
that's
and
just
made
what it
us
is.
choose sides. You feel me?
Yeah.
People chose up.
Yeah, but that's
It's not.
the point I'm making is this. What you saying is right. Vote for your local shit, and if I'm being completely transparent, I don't even do it on. I don't even vote for that for local shit.
Right.
But if I were to get more politically involved, and I were to be more intrigued and trying to educate myself on politics and do it would start at the local level for me. I wouldn't be tripping off of the president.
Right. That's real.
Because our vote, when we go vote for the president, that doesn't determine who becomes the president.
Yeah, no.
You feel what I'm
And then
saying?
on top of that, we live in a democratic state. So
Hey, look, you know what's funny? This is why we got this go off the cuff every time for the beginning of the episode. You know what I'm saying?
let me hold debate. But we ain't debating against each other. We just be debating
Yeah.
facts.
We
Like, you feel me?
shit, nigga, this therapy right now. We venting. You feel me?
They just for y'all to know, they put me in charge of creating the controversy. So.
And look, you see, he doing a great job. Goddammit.
Master manipulator. dog.
Uncle Pro. You feel me?
But yeah, man. With all that being said, shout out to both candidates, man. We have a new president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
The person who won, and that's our president. So we'll see what happens from here. But one thing's for sure, like I said earlier, if you got investments of any kind,
Oh, yeah.
you're in good shape right now.
Hey, I am super concerned on one of the things that I heard. What I will say is this: when you come to, so the Tory Lanez situation, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bro basically got put away because he shot old girl.
Allegedly. You gotta say that,
Right.
man.
But the other part
He
of it
ain't
was,
alleged. He got convicted,
the
nigga.
other
He's
part,
still fighting his innocence.
but
Okay.
the other part of it was he wasn't licensed to carry, right?
Right.
What our new president is saying is that he's going to clear that to where if you got a carry permit from any state, you can come anywhere. You can go through the whole country.
But Tory Lane is Canadian.
Oh yeah, he ain't
So
even
you
American.
ain't an
Yeah.
American.
You just threw a monkey.
Yeah. That's why he really got
Oh,
in
so
trouble.
wait a minute. So you saying Trump is saying he's trying to he's going to
If I'm in Georgia
create
and I got
a federal law that
Yes.
state to state that you can
yes.
carry?
Yeah.
You know how dangerous that is in California, bro? Do you know why? This is my opinion, obviously, but we are a lot safer here in California when it comes to doing business with outsiders for the simple fact that our gun laws are so strict here.
Right.
People know when they step foot in California, we got to roll a certain way.
Definitely.
I disagree, bro.
Bro, you get caught with a gun out here, you don't got a carry permit, you're done.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing. We still have higher crime rates than places like Arizona.
It's more people. It's more people. It's more
But I know, but
populated.
that's what I'm saying. When it's when people know that everybody is carrying, you be slower to do shit.
I
Hell
feel
no.
that, but now, but
No, you do.
Not in other places that,
Bro,
that got the carry.
Nah,
if we
nah,
was to
he
break down
right,
the
D.
stats,
He
I'm
right,
telling
D.
you,
He
in
right, D.
Arizona, when you know
Yeah.
everybody got
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
on them,
Yeah.
you're
Right.
not, because now
Yeah,
you're
no,
not in the
yeah.
position of power. You
Hey,
feel
right,
me?
exactly.
You
Yeah.
know that, hey,
Yeah.
I'm walking this place, I don't know who got, because everybody got something.
Got
So in places like Arizona, Texas, you don't see niggas show out the way we be showing out here because when you got a burner out here, you probably just don't even give a fuck about nothing.
Oh, Texas,
you don't even care about
Texas crazy, bro.
You feel me? Like
Texas crazy.
I got a cousin live in Texas. He carry his gun everywhere he go. He got his gun.
Everybody got a gun,
bro.
Everybody got a gun.
Man,
but that changes. That changes for us because look, say somebody from Texas right now, right? They like, you know what? I'm going to Cali. I'm going to do a little bit of business in Cali. Right.
They can bring their shit.
I got my carry license. Guess what? I'm taking what I need.
Right.
Well, we not prepared for that out here. I ain't gonna lie. I will say on this camera, I will say to the whole world, we are not prepared to deal with the type of funk that come from those other places.
Right. Nah, for real.
And that ain't even because it's not because of a fear factor in it. It's just not our culture out here.
And that's law-abiding citizens. It's a culture out there. Like guns are big out there. You feel me? Like Arizona, you could go there and go buy a gun. Just go and buy one.
But you know, it has become. Well, this is what I heard, but it has like become easier to get little licenses and shit out here from what I was hearing because
you got
of
the money.
The money, but not only that, but because of the way the laws and shit, they like. You know how they like they not locking everybody up for everything. They let niggas go. They let you kind of probably damn near do whatever you want.
That DA is out. He's out.
Okay, gotcha.
Gascon, he's out.
Gotcha.
And the reason why it was a lot easier for you to get guns or carry permits in California or L.A., I'm gonna say L.A. County, was because of the sheriff that was in place.
Right.
So he was pro. You know,
well, because that's what I'm saying. They was telling people like, you better protect yourself because the way shit going is looking like you gonna have to.
Right.
But that be that local stuff. Your local politics and who you vote will allow for certain things to kind of move through the system a little bit, a little bit easier.
And we might have, you know what? Just because we on this platform, I feel like that'll be something great for us to really get into is like local politics. Just to educate ourselves, but and to also be able to educate the audience. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that's I feel like is really lacking.
Hey man, we the spirit of tip. We gotta.
He said the spirit of tip.
I said that wrong. I'm tripping, bro. I said that wrong. Hey man,
I knew what you meant, bro. I knew what you meant.
Uncle moment. You know, D Nice got me. You know, he got me feeling good right now. So, my bad.
Right. But yeah, because. When you like have y'all I don't even know if I've ever seen somebody with a platform like maybe the homie Sinai from Long Beach, like he really into local politics, he really into Long Beach politics.
All right.
But as far as not even it's just the city to city, but also state. Shout out to the homie Hub City Dre. I got a homie that's a councilman in Compton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
shout out.
So yeah, I got them connections to people that's into it, but I have to be more proactive and like educating myself.
Lou, you seem like you'd be a good counselor.
Yeah, and I honestly
good counselor.
I'm gonna just say to that.
Thank you, man.
I ain't no politician, bro. Fuck they politics.
Right.
That's what a lot of times make the best politician.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. That's why I'm not into the super. I'm not super into it because I'm like.
Fuck they shit, man.
It's raw. Hey,
I think cause honestly they fighting for shit that don't even matter to us for the most part, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's
and they putting money towards shit that don't even like how that benefit people over here. Cause that y'all only worry about people over there. You feel me? Bro, I drive through the streets of L.A., Compton, Watts. Bro, these streets are fucked up. Ain't nobody fixing these streets. Not fast enough.
Right.
Because that should be there for 3 months. Like, that's horrible.
That's why you got to vote for that local politician, bro. You got to be on the head.
Well, not only that, that's the thing. Not only voting for him, but it comes down to do you have and I actually have experience like organizing on a grassroots level for community stuff. Not for political stuff, but like for community-based stuff to bring people together. You know what I'm saying? I know you remember when I was on that.
So, you know how to unite the people.
Right. So, but what you just said, bro, was key. Not only voting, but holding their ass accountable. And you have to have a group. And you know what's crazy? This the thing people don't know. On a local level, that's when you can have the most impact because if you just get 50 motherfuckers in your city.
There you go.
If you get, and you probably don't even that much, but if you get 50, you for sure you can get who you want in office.
Yeah.
If you get 50 people that's really about it, you can because the votes be determined by like a super small percentage of people, bro.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers in locally, they don't care. Just like me.
You two,
Sadly.
the three of us in this room would probably have a better chance of winning a council seat just based off of popularity in the city and things of that nature. The question is, did you really want to do it?
Right.
But you can get in there because it's about organizing.
Yep.
It's about getting the right message out. Lou, you a writer. You for sure going to get the right message out.
Right.
You know? D, you could make music and motivate people like that, and they're going to follow behind you.
Right.
You know? It's the beauty of politics, I guess. It's a popularity contest.
At the end of the day,
It is.
so that's why the whole thing I said about being a rapper, the reason why Trump and Kamala was the biggest debate, because they had the biggest funding.
The biggest
Right.
funding.
That's it.
So why is it that these artists why do they keep spending money they don't have to try to make something happen that probably won't take off?
But look, that goes to our topic of today.
Talk to me.
I forgot what the topic was. But I remember we be talking about what we say?
Man, the topic is what we want it to be. Nah, but the topic was unity out here on the West.
Yeah, unifying the West. Yeah, what are the steps? You know, what we gonna do to move it forward? You know, look, we talk about making things better. People always talk about what the West is not doing. They talk about the bad things, but you know what? Fuck all that. Let's talk about solutions. What we're gonna do. And my argument is, it's stuff like this. Because we all come from 3 different backgrounds and got way different things going on. But at the end of the day, we finding time to come together and work together.
Right.
Period.
Well, we got a common goal. The goal is bag that money. Nah, but also
Sometimes that ain't enough for everybody.
but it's also right. Like what we all need for our individual platforms is what? Content. So we come together.
This is true.
We
Yeah.
create content together, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything else falls in place.
Yeah.
But we need more of that. That's what he's saying. Like like everybody for like I ain't gonna say everybody. Let me don't hold me to that. But a lot of people out here is for self, and it's just become natural to be for self just because how the culture is out here. You feel me?
Well, that go deeper. So I guess we might as well just get on into it if we're gonna talk about it, right?
Right.
Our culture out here is very much so individualistic. Even let's just break it on down. Even if you go from a cultural perspective of like the different quote unquote races, it's really only one race, the human race. But out here, California is way more racial than other places.
Right.
Specifically Southern California,
It's the melting pot.
because
Yeah,
even
melting
Southern
pot.
California is more racial than Northern California.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So that plays a huge part. It bleeds over into our mentality. You know what I'm saying? We always at odds with each other.
Yeah.
And
Why is that though?
Because the divide.
the gang shit, the race shit, the gang shit, that's part of it's embedded. Even if we not like us, right?
I wouldn't
We
even
not-
say it's all gang. It's status. It's like this. It's like other things. It's the gang,
Let's say this, tribalism.
tribalism.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just everybody in their own little hut and fuck the rest.
It's embedded in us more than, but I feel like we got it really bad out here. I mean, Chicago has seemed like they got some shit like that going on too.
Yeah.
Based on what, you know what I'm saying, been
Yeah,
coming out of there for like they got that culture strong too. But I think in order to conquer that, it's going to take people who aren't as embedded in that aspect of our culture out here. Because if you have it don't matter. It's so strong out here, you ain't even got to be from nowhere. If you just grew up out here, you affiliated with something.
Right.
It's going to take people who is brave enough to, because who is our biggest rapper right now? Kendrick, right?
Right.
Our
You can say that.
biggest rapper, arguably the biggest rapper in the game, but our biggest rapper from our region for sure, even he has an affiliation, even though that's not what his music represents.
Right.
it's like coming from out here. It's like you have to be affiliated with something. And I feel like we need to get away from that.
Kendrick gave us that though, the solidify that whole narrative. You feel me?
Nah, but even he's affiliated with something.
But I'm just saying, because if you go to his album cover, everybody on that album cover is from that.
Right.
He shot videos over there with them. He's from that.
Right. But that's
Look
what I'm
at Tyler
saying.
Creator. He grew up out here.
Now that's a good example. I think now that's a good example.
He don't market it, so we don't know. He could be, but we don't know.
No, they from the Valley. They was from the Valley.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he went from Hawthorne.
Oh, Hawthorne, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawthorne got it's because over there. So, but he never was that's a great example, and I think he might be that whole camp, Our Future period.
Yeah.
They probably the best example of coming out from out here, not affiliating yourself with any specific area
like
or
section
hood
or brand.
section, and just coming out on that was their brand, was Our Future. That's what they represented. That's a great example, and I don't know if there's another one.
But I guess my thing is, what's wrong with being affiliated? Like
It just boxes us in.
I don't think so. I think every state you go to, somebody's affiliated. If you go to Florida, people know if you're talking about Kodak Black, if you talk about Boss Man D-Lo, if you
Is that where you're from? He's from Florida?
Yeah.
Okay,
They
I know
all
that.
affiliated with some community, some neighborhood, some project, whatever. The same thing here. We're all affiliated. It just tells us what division we're from, but that has nothing to do with us not being able to work with each other. There's no reason just because you're blood and this person's a Crip or this person is from this neighborhood or that neighborhood or this project or that. What that got to do
I
with
think
working with
what
each
you're
other?
saying is right because it shouldn't, but at the end of the day, it does.
It automatically
does play a part.
choose, just like with the political shit we were talking about. If you choose Democrat, the Republicans can't automatically don't fuck with you.
Oh yeah,
They don't get money together.
Yeah,
you feel me?
why
They can't get money together? So it's like he said, it's the whole tribalism of the country. But only thing different about us is it's way more people, way more talent. This is Hollywood, really. You feel me? So automatically, we playing in a whole different ball game. You feel me? These other people from Florida and all that, they're not from towns as big as Los Angeles.
But if you think about it, it's always been even all the way back to Death Row, right? Death Row was ran by the red team and they had blue members.
Yeah.
So it's like it's always been,
And they did great things.
and they did great things. And you got, you had Nip, YG working together, doing great things. You know what I'm saying? It's always been.
It's a divide.
No, what I'm saying, there's always been collaborations between different sections.
Yeah.
I think
It just got to make sense.
but it's like it be so individualized. Like, all right, we cool, but if you got some cats from your section, I got some cats from my section that's not cool, we not gonna make them be cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll stay cool, but that's just when we together.
Yeah.
We ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. So that's why I'm on, like you say, Tyler the Creator, Our Future. That was a great example.
Right.
The different. I think it's the type of music you make too.
But are we so caught up in the culture and so caught up in politics that don't necessarily exist to where we're shooting ourselves in the foot from actually getting things done?
What politics don't exist?
No, they exist. I'm saying maybe they don't exist the way we think they exist. So some people are fearful of, I'm going to go chill with my homeboys over here, and they're worried about what other people may think.
Yep. That's a good point.
They may not even be thinking that.
Yeah. They might not, but somebody gonna bring that thought, and then it's gonna be a cancer, and it just gonna spread.
I don't want to speak for nobody in that position because I'm not in that position. So we kind of just like guessing. I think we would need somebody that's actually living their life and like a member or something to hear their perspective.
I had got cousins that's locked in.
Yeah.
You feel me? And we have grown man conversations now.
Right.
And like this the type of shit he says, like, damn, I wish things were different. I could work with Wooty Woo, but I can't even work with him just because of my homie don't like his
about the
homie.
politics.
It go back to the politics. So
Yeah.
like you feel me? I heard from firsthand that it's like that.
Well, a good example was Schoolboy when he was saying that
about Nipsey.
that was his biggest regret was not working with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that had to play a part in it, right? The politics had to play a part in that. Why he didn't work with him. And so that's one of his biggest regrets is not working with him. So but to get to like a solution-based conversation, I think those of us who are on that type of time, we just got to be way more intentional about creating safe spaces for people of all walks of life to come and to network and to work together with that specific intention in mind. It's like, look, when you come to this, whatever this is, whatever we got going on, be in the right state of mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you on this type of time, respect the space and don't even come. Don't even come. Don't
it's easier said than done. Because everybody gonna try to they trying to get somewhere. So fuck what you talk about. I'm trying to get to where I'm going.
Well, the power of the internet is real though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Having these type of sit downs and having conversations with people, it go a long way. Because if you put something online and it starts to go out to the masses, it's training people's brain that this is okay. This doesn't hurt.
We putting the good cancer out there so it can spread.
There you go. The mass media don't want to see the good cancer.
Yeah, no.
We don't want to use the C word at all. They don't want to see the good vibes. Yeah. They don't want to see the good vibes.
Right.
They don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to see the look, man, you put on social media right now, you start going through what you see. Twerking, drama, people going to jail.
And then dance videos.
People dancing.
Right.
But dancing half naked, this, that, and the other. I mean, it is what it is, right? But that's what we're seeing.
Right.
And if there's anything about unity, you're not going to see the unity. You're going to see, oh, such and such just shot such and such over here, and such got in the hood, and this happened over here in this territory. And man, we don't want to hear all that crap.
Right.
If we're talking about solutions.
Right. And I think another thing with the West Coast, like, we need to learn how to market better.
Okay,
yeah.
Talk to me.
Marketing is like we just do the bare minimum. Like some people, like Tyler, for instance.
Yeah.
His marketing is top tier. You feel me? Kendrick, top tier.
Right.
But like the rest of us, that's not where they are. Like,
is that the funding though?
And that goes to that. It go back to the funding. Cost of living out here is so damn high that
it's hard to do anything.
Should I get a PR or should I pay my rent? You feel me? Should I do a press run or should I pay my rent?
I think that's the difference between places like California and I'm going to use Texas. There's so much Texas unity with the artists in their community from Houston up to Dallas and just through the whole state. There's rappers all through the state, right?
Right.
But they all can work with each other. You go online and you start pulling up ciphers of all these different Texas artists working together. But one thing I'll argue is their cost of living is so cheap in comparison to us. So those artists, they actually got a little extra money to do what they need to do. Not to mention they could come out here to Cali, do what they need to do, get back home, do what they need to do again, and their money gonna go a lot further than ours.
Yeah. But that's why what you do, you put your money together.
And that's why it's about working together. Yeah.
That's why we work together.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, put your money together.
Yeah,
I guess this could be more of an informative. We could take the more informative approach, right? Because we could really everything we saying, we can kind of use ourselves as an example.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We can use ourselves as an example and show like, look, what are we doing, right? We pieced up to get that motherfucker right there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It was fast too. We didn't have to wait till next payday.
Man, look, we pieced up to get that motherfucker right there. Now imagine
they
if
took all my beer money, buddy.
Now imagine if you was doing something solo, or I was doing something solo, that cost would be triple what it was what we paid for it.
Gotta think about it for a little bit before you go get it. You're like,
it's a way bigger expense.
Yeah.
Collaboration on music wise, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Collaboration, pull resources together, drop something together, everybody push it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Even creating a song, like you ain't got to go pay for an engineer because I engineer and I produce. So you got to and somebody that can record you.
Man,
But
listen.
then you got to market it. You got to market it. We got a whole system.
Listen, man. Listen.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And if you want to go out here and roll solo, you go ahead and do it. But you know what? You're going to drive yourself nuts trying to figure it out. Get you a team, work with you a team, collaborate, do what you need to do, and everybody going to win.
Y'all young artists out there, team the fuck up, man.
Team up.
And I'm going to say this too. Be smart. This is because I think this does play a part. Like we talked about this earlier. All of us kind of are in different lanes, but we're able to collaborate. That's not the easiest thing to do.
Right.
The one thing I want younger artists to for sure is to take away is like, look, there's a bunch of artists that are in your lane too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do that. Get your lane together first. And then y'all can maybe go, y'all could maybe do big ass events. Like, yo, these cats is more like super street. These cats is more soulful. These cats is more R&B. These cats is more alternative. All right, but they all are more unified within their own niche. Now let's come together and do a big ass event or a compilation or, you know what I mean? Like something like that. Cause you know, pro, how that algorithm work. You want similar artists. You want similar artists to, you want to manipulate that algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
But even to you saying like doing big events and stuff, the person I used for example earlier, Tyler the Creator, he do Camp Flog Knock.
Yep.
So, and he brings the unity. So that's why he's the one out of a trillion artists in LA that not affiliated, but that got here. You feel me?
Have y'all listened to that new album, by the way?
I heard the song and like, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah,
Just,
right.
Like, no disrespect, but like, you feel me, at the same time, like, I could listen to it. But I seen diehard Tyler Creator fans before, and it wasn't just never that for me.
What about you, bro?
I probably listened to about 3 songs so far, and then I had to transition. But I'm gonna get back to it. I always talk about that 3 to 5 song transition.
Right.
But I'm it's in my list. It's
You know
playing.
what's crazy? Is he's an artist, like somebody like me specifically, like I should really be like super tapped in.
Right.
But I think, first of all, I know I'm just a bougie listener, and I'm gonna probably get all that karma back when I put my music out. I know I'm gonna get that karma back, but I'm a bougie listener. I just feel like even when you're being highly creative, because his music is extremely creative.
Right.
Sometimes you can be so creative that you lose people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could be so creative. It's great. It's dope. It's really creative. It's different. It'd
be a little too different for people.
But it even sounds good and feels good in the moment.
Right.
But it's like, am I really gonna go back to that?
No.
Lou, I think you would like Tyler the Creator. I think if you listen
No, I
to
listened to it.
Yeah.
I listened to about 6 or 7 tracks of the new album.
Yeah, I think you would you would probably keep him on repeat,
That's what I'm telling you.
You don't think so?
No, I'm telling you, no. I've listened to his music and I don't.
Some of the old catalog too?
Some of the older stuff.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit up here and like act like I know his catalog front to back. But when I go listen to some music, right? My number one thing is I'm trying to feel something.
Right.
So if what I feel if I don't connect with it, sometimes you gotta live with stuff. Some stuff can grow on you, but for the most part, I'm trying to connect with something.
Got you.
Musically, right? And I know right off the bat, like, I'm the type, like, I'm a bougie listener, right? But when I got something I like, I'm an artist. I'm the super listener.
Right.
When I find something I like, nigga, I will let that track run for like 25 times. No bullshit. When a perfect example, Essence by WizKid. That's WizKid and Tim's, right?
Yep.
That track Essence, when that shit, and
that shit was beautiful.
I actually got to that kind of late too. I kind of got to that late, but when I heard it, I was like, I bullshit you not. I'll probably let that shit bump. I started my day with that song for like the first 2 hours of my day for like 2 weeks straight. I was letting that motherfucker rock because I was like, this shit slap. You feel me? Like, so I like to connect with shit in that way. If I listen to it and I'm like, I'm gonna tell you what Tyler, the type of music, how I connect with that music. I could probably get inspired from it. You know what I'm saying? I could get like a quick hit, a quick hit of inspiration, but I'm not gonna like bump it every day. And I might not be his demographic. Because there is a demographic that is going to bump his shit the same way I would bump.
I kind of can say what you said. Like, I'm a bougie listener. Like, his production is dope, but it's not for me.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Right. And that's what, when I listen to music, that's what I listen for is the production.
Right.
And the high sound. You feel me?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. His music sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just not me.
You know what's crazy? It's another artist, man. People, I know my homies, my music homies probably gonna kill me. Cause he's an artist I feel like I'm supposed to like.
Right.
Because of my musical taste. Another one is Rhapsody.
No.
Y'all listen to Rhapsody? Nah. I listen.
I know who it is, but I don't listen.
I done listened to Rhapsody multiple times, and she's a dope rapper.
Right.
She's a dope lyricist, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Why I can't. And it's crazy because I feel like I'm supposed to like it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm supposed
be tripping.
This ain't no knock on her. This is like, because she dope. You feel me? Like, this is just like, I don't know what it is. That's just my ear and my brain, the way I listen to music. I have to feel connected to it.
That just might be your competitiveness coming out.
You think that's what it is?
It might be.
But what about when I listen to other shit that I really connect with?
You don't feel like they competing with you because they did something totally different.
Nah, okay, rap shit. Devontae album. I connect with rap shit too like that.
But he delivered in a way that you thought, all right, nigga.
Yeah, but that's not...
I wouldn't have did no better if I could. You feel me? You just agree. I'm just fucking with you. It might not even be that. I'm just saying.
I don't know if it's that. You might be right. I don't know because I don't know what it is. So you giving me insight. Right. You got me thinking now. I'm gonna have to reflect and see is it that?
Hey man, because it be like that. It's not like no hater vibes, but it's just like like that's. I'm a competitor. I'm gonna compete. Like you feel me? Like I need that.
But I feel like I'm a fan first. Like I want to be inspired. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I want to feel something. I want to be inspired when I hear something.
That's like. You feel me? You could be inspired, but I don't like me. I can't turn the fan art producer switch off, the fan artist switch. I am who I am. Like,
right. Got you.
I'm gonna listen from every perspective at once
in the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe it's different for you. Maybe you got an on-off switch. I don't. So it's like me when I listen to music and it's not hitting the way I'm like this 808 out of key, man. I can't even like this song.
How do you get your music, Lee? Do you listen to traditional radio, or do you just turn on YouTube and let it play, or do you put on Spotify? How do you find out about your music?
I don't know when the last time I listened to the radio. Man, apologies to my boy Chuck and Homegrown because them the homies. But I ain't listened to the radio and I don't know how long, man.
So how do you find out about your music?
New music? Yeah, Spotify, like new releases. And then also social media, keeping it like, I follow all my, all the people I listen to.
So is it fair to say that most of the music you listen to is kind of
curated?
Yeah, it's kind of stuff that's thrown at you based off of your interests and your likes. So you never really go out and explore just random new stuff unless somebody sends it to you.
No, I'm always looking for new stuff.
I be sending you little random stuff. I told you some weeks ago I was gonna start sending you random stuff.
Yeah. I just you didn't really get on it like that, but
don't worry,
it's coming.
It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming.
But let me see. I'm trying to think, man, because the algorithm don't really be. You know what I'm saying? It
don't be spot on.
Yeah, it don't. You know what I mean? It's hit or miss. The algorithm is hit or miss. It's like 50-50.
Okay.
With the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, it's like 50-50. But I for sure I'm always looking at the ads that come across my shit. You know what I mean? Because I run ads too, so I know, you know what I'm saying? Right. I'm always gonna at least play it. And I've been hearing some dope shit. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Recently,
underground or major?
Underground. I think recently because, and this is super dope. We can get into this too. I think recently because I've been running ads, I've been seeing way more ads.
Yep.
And I'm really liking what I'm seeing on the independent female MC sector of the culture. I'm really liking what I'm seeing because I feel like that's the next wave. You know, the women that's kind of been dominating for a while on the mainstream.
Right.
I feel they've been kind of dominating like the culture, like who's being talked about the most, who being seen the most.
Right.
But it's all kind of been similar content.
Got
And I think right now the next wave is gonna be the female spitters. I think that's the next wave is like the females that can really go.
I don't think so, man.
Nah?
It's not.
I think it's gonna be a
not what
demographic for everybody.
It's not what the brain is trained to see on social media. When people get on that social media, they want to see ass twerking and half naked women. That's what their brain is trained to see. So if you're not getting on and talking about your moose nut, shout out to
Your
your
moose nut.
If you ain't getting on there doing that, or if you ain't getting on there talking about some pimping and hoeing like Megan and stuff, I'm sorry, it just ain't gonna.
You think now you think
or
that.
if you ain't doing Ice Spice and shaking. And speaking of Ice Spice, they've been getting on her. Some clip came on and say she done lost weight or something, and they saying she not looking the same. I don't know what that's all about, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just seen something, but that's my point though. Like it's not if it's not that, the world is not trained for that. They're not trained for anything other than sexy red right now. Like,
But even some of the spitters
when it comes
twerk
to
now.
money, until
Right.
somebody brings that bag and drops the bag and actually brings out some soulful lyricist type stuff.
Don't
it
you
ain't
be
gonna
going
happen.
crazy? I ain't gonna lie.
That's like one of the hottest topics right now is
Yeah.
Doechii.
Yeah.
And Doechii is in that. Missy Elliott,
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes. She's like the new generation of that. And honestly, she's probably the most popping one right now.
But how much runway does it have?
What you mean?
We don't know. She's just getting started.
Well, we gonna figure.
Well, she got a bag, man. She with TDE.
She with TD, yeah. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. If you go look at,
And I'm talking mainstream.
I know,
Yeah,
but
she
if you
she
go look at
nominated
these
for Grammys.
blogs, if you look at these
But
IG,
anybody could be nominated for Grammy nominated for
Not one, but she
mean,
multiple.
Yeah, we just gotta apply for that.
she killing it
You know what I
right
mean?
now.
Yeah, she doing her thing.
She killing
bro.
it right now.
No, I'm not knocking her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
Her
how much runway
visuals
is it?
crazy. Her music is crazy.
And
it
honestly,
sound
what
crazy.
I'm talking about, she's probably the leader. She's probably at least one of the leaders of that.
Yeah.
Of that whole movement.
Okay.
That shit I'm talking about. She's a perfect example of what I'm talking
But
about. I'm
at-
talking about more underground artists, but
Yeah.
she's a perfect
But
example.
you just got to look at it. Like, we got Kendrick, we got Drake, we got J. Cole, we got the Migos, we got, you feel me? Like, all these different people that's at the top of the game. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? These people is bringing in money.
Yeah.
So it's like, eventually the female's going to have that same kind of balance. You feel me? They're going to have the top spitters. They're going to have the people that can make amazing music. Then they're going to have the people at the top that make ratchet music. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
But-
I think
but-
the women are just laying their foundation right now. Like, you feel me? They, like you said, they recently just took over the most popular music. You feel me? So it's down they laying the stones, they laying the bricks, they building you feel me? They fortress right now.
Right.
Shout out to the women that's, you feel me, that's doing their thing.
I've always
Yeah.
enjoyed listening to female rappers. It's a different perspective, man. It's just what it comes
Yeah,
down to.
I like to hear certain, you know what I'm saying? I like to hear certain type of female artists too. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure.
I can't listen to Sexy
You can
Red.
listen to all of it.
Do you ever produce a female rapper before?
A female rapper. Back in the day, during the jerk movement, I definitely worked with a few female rappers. Once the function music came, we didn't have too many female rappers. You feel me? So, nah.
Break. What's the difference
What?
between jerk and function music?
So jerk.
Because you
is,
just made a clear distinction.
So jerk is skinny jeans.
Okay.
Everybody outside doing the jerk. You feel
But
me?
that's fashion. I'm talking about the music.
No, that was the movement. It was all jerk. It came with how they dress and everything.
Right.
The sound was different too. The movement of the sound.
That's
was
what I'm
different.
asking about. What was this different about the sonically? What was sonically
It was
different
like,
about
It was the production, like the producers.
Yeah.
We was all at the beginning of becoming producers. So the sound selection, just how we use sound. Like if you go back and listen to it, a lot of the music is not sonically where it's supposed to be. So it was like, but we had a movement everybody listened to, so it sounded good to us.
Right.
As the producers grew and the artists grew, we learned how to make music better. Which, once that came, it was skinny jeans, but it was foreign cars, fly shit. You feel me? Designer came. That's when niggas start functioning. You feel me?
That's funny. That's funny how you correlate it automatically. Like you correlate the music directly to like fashion.
It's the culture.
Culture, yeah.
That's what drives our music culture. Like after function music, it was traffic music.
Traffic music?
Traffic music. So
See, I didn't even know that
so
time.
traffic
Look.
music happened like 2015, 2016 after
Who's the traffic music artist?
traffic, like Greedo. We at the end of traffic music.
Why do you call it traffic music?
It's just the music.
Trapping or traffic?
Traffic.
Like you driving
That you
in the
hear
car,
out-
the music
that you
you
hear
can
in
ride
Because
to,
it's
be outside, in the
harmonies or
street.
something? Because it's harmonies?
It's more
Melodic?
melodic and like
You feel
laid
like what
back.
you do is traffic music?
No, I never made traffic music. I don't make
okay.
traffic
Function.
music.
He's function.
I make function,
function
music.
music.
So I'm
Okay,
from that
gotcha.
era.
You can squabble
Gotcha.
off his stuff. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
yeah, function music is also ratchet music. It's like it
Right,
was just
right,
two
right.
different. It was the you feel me?
From a different angle.
Yeah,
Got you.
the type of music that was coming out
The
to.
way I look at it is, from a producer perspective, is the sound moved the streets and the dances moved with the sound. So the jerking stuff, when they was dancing and jerking, it was more of a, I don't even know. how
I
to
think
do
it's
jerking.
backwards. I think you're saying it backwards. I think it was the actual. Damn, how I'm gonna say this? It was the actual dance that changed the music, that changed the way we dressed, that changed the sound.
Got you.
It was the move. It was the dance movement. Just like when Blueface, the squabble. I mean, with the Bust It Down, that dance was out years before Blueface did it.
Right.
But once everything caught up, that's when the dance went popular.
Right.
So, but you feel me?
Real crazy
But-
when old boy was dancing when the NFL guys started doing it.
Yeah. Now in the squabble,
Yeah.
like this, like 310 Baby is the leader of the new sound.
What's that? Now, what's that sound?
That's like L.A. Detroit. he got to name it. He got to. Somebody got to put the title.
Right,
on
somebody
it.
gotta-
We can name it, but
Yeah,
I don't even know what to name it.
Yeah,
Right.
goddamn Dupree got that sound down.
We gotta hit. We gotta
Oh,
bring
yeah.
Stills on. We gotta bring
Oh, yeah.
Stills on because Stills is producing him, right?
Yeah, but one of my
But-
best friends,
yeah.
goddamn it, Dupree produced.
Yeah.
His biggest song?
The Rock Your Hips.
Rock Your Hips.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when
That's
you
not,
listen,
is that his biggest song? What's his biggest
That's
song?
is Soak City and Rock Your Hips.
Oh, Soak City is the love. Who did Soak City?
It was some dude from Arizona.
Oh, well, okay.
A
West
young
Coast,
producer.
still West Coast.
Yeah. But like that.
Right.
So-
but I see. So I wonder what Stills was doing for him because he with him all the time. He must just do a lot of his album cut, like his album tracks or something.
So Gentry is 310 Baby. 310 Baby manager.
Right.
Stills is signed to Gentry.
To just- oh,
I think
okay.
that they boys or management, something like that.
Got you.
And Gentry is over Empire. I mean, he worked for Empire.
Right.
So it's all in the family.
Yeah, I met Gentry when he was a long time ago. He was like managing or doing something in like radio. I can't even remember it.
Oh,
I have to
yeah.
ask my homie C Nice. He was doing something like
Gentry
managing.
been grinding. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
been
been in the
outside.
game for a
yeah.
bit.
where's C Nice been at, man?
Shit. He still got shit cracking. He's still putting out music. I seen he was putting out them freestyles on social media and shit.
Okay.
As recently as maybe a month or two ago. Yeah, he doing his
That's
thing.
what's up.
Yeah, man. North Long Beach, stand up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the
All
homie. Yeah.
Blue and gold, baby. Hey.
Yeah, man.
So what
but-
y'all think about these two new joints that just came out, man? On the old heads, you got Ice Cube and Snoop. They just dropped they singles. What y'all think
Oh
about
shit!
it, man?
Wait.
I ain't even heard 'em.
Cubes.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
heard
true.
Cubes, but
I
Snoop's,
heard
think.
Cube.
But Cube
I
is
ain't heard
running,
Snoop.
What
Cube
is Snoop's
running
called?
up the chart right now.
What is Snoop's called?
I don't know the name of it, but he performed it. He performed it live on Times Square, I want to say.
Yeah, I heard Cube on the radio. Like, it sounded like Cube.
Sound like
He's-
Cube.
It sounded like
That
Cube,
mean,
bro.
man? Was you feeling it?
I'm Like,
Okay.
but I'm a fan of Cube. Like
You
music.
saying it sound like in a good way, like it sound
Yeah.
like he
It
in
sound
rare
like-
form type
It
shit.
sound like he ain't missed a beat.
Okay.
Like, you could tell it's like he ain't even caught up to the new school. He's still in. You feel me? Where he took off at.
But you know what? Cube know his niche.
Oh yeah.
And he just stayed.
He don't
in
go
his
out his
lane.
box, yeah.
He's like, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay right here. But do you feel like we were talking about last week? Do you feel like it was just a product that was put out? Because right now, Cube is charting. He's like in the top Billboard right now for that song.
Nah, I mean, you can't even say that because
And people
Cube
argue
don't
that
put
the
out
West is
music like
dead.
that. So it's just something been brewing. You feel me?
So you think it's just nostalgia, or do you think it
I
was
think
the
it's
campaign? Is it the
I
campaign?
gotta hear it,
'Cause
man.
Cube
Y'all
don't-
I'm about to listen to this
Oh,
shit
yeah, we gonna listen
ASAP.
to that when we go in there. I honestly,
You ain't listen. You ain't heard a new Cube song? Huh?
I ain't heard it.
So you be stuck in your little algorithm. we gotta, you know.
Yeah, Cube be talking that shit too.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
I mean, Cube is a legend, man. You know, I think I had this talk with a couple of the homies. For whatever reason, you got certain artists, like I guess we can call them legacy acts now.
Right.
Certain artists still have been able to maintain a certain level of, I don't even know what the right word is, artistry, a certain level of
Stardom.
enthusiasm about what they doing. Like you can feel it and hear it, like somebody like a Nas or a Black Thought that's 50 years old but still rapping like they 25.
They relevant.
Or it ain't even a relevant thing, because relevant that's relative, right? But when I listen to them rap, like the music, you could tell, like, okay, they still are trying. You could, like, it's just the effort. You can feel the effort.
I think it becomes second nature once you've been doing it for so long. You feel me? Like,
but then you got certain artists that you don't feel
they
that.
did it for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
Like, you feel me? Like, the way you put in your work on your craft, at 50, you think somebody gonna, like, you can't do this no more. Like, your shit, you ain't busting on a beat no more. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna be able to make a beat, nigga, till I can't. You feel me?
Right. Another example, Short and 40, they should still go to me as older artists, right?
Y'all forgot they put out a whole compilation, Mount Rushmore.
That's what. But that was Snoop,
That was
Short,
all
40, and Cube. Right.
Cube, Snoop.
But what I'm saying
Short
is,
and 40,
oh man, niggas gonna kill me for this. I don't feel the same shit I used to feel when I listen to like Cube and Snoop, like music they've been putting out maybe the last 5 to 10 years. To me, I don't feel that the same way I feel it when I don't hear the same enthusiasm that I hear when I hear a E40 or a Too Short or a Black Thought or a Nas. That intensity and that effort.
Cause you gotta think about it too. With Snoop, he had Dr. Dre behind him when he gave us most of his classics. You feel me?
Yeah.
He was being produced. I think we in the era now where most artists not getting that produced, and like E40, for instance, like I've been in the studio with E40 and seen his work process. Like E40 he's a rare breed because because the way he rap,
he ain't gotta change shit.
He ain't gotta change nothing. He just get on the beat and do him. So he complements the beat. You feel me? I think the other, I ain't gonna say like I think they do, but like you said, I think it's just they're not being produced in a way that can bring out the best quality from them.
So considering you saying that,
Yeah.
Dre has made it clear
that he doing the next one, right?
Yes.
Oh, they got another album dropping.
Yes. Yeah. He produced the whole new Snoop Dogg, the Missionary album. How do y'all think this project gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, I'm excited as a fan. Look, I'm a fan. It's crazy. I probably shouldn't even be giving these type of opinions because I'm an artist. I'm still putting out music. Niggas can rip my music to shreds right now, but I just feel I'm a fan first. I feel how I feel. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, bro.
I'm looking forward to Missionary.
You gotta understand, Snoop has accumulated a certain amount of capital.
Right.
Dr. Dre we already know you're a billionaire.
Right.
If they put the budget behind it, it won't do well.
And that's my point. So I asked, is it a product?
Everything's a product.
So is it a product that's really not quality, or is it a product that is quality?
And that's the only.
It's going to be quality in the sense that these are professionals. You feel me? Like, it's going to be, like, this is the thing. Even the stuff I'm saying, it's not like I can't never listen to one of their albums and hear something I like. Yeah, I hear some shit I like. But in terms of how we was talking about, like, how I listen to music for inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it going to inspire me? Like, when the last time, because Dre put out, everybody, see, we don't talk about it, but Compton came out in what? What year did Compton come out?
You talking about the soundtrack?
The album.
The soundtrack. The one for the NWA movie.
Yeah, what year did that come out?
I don't remember, but
that was an official Dre release though. If you look on streaming, that's under his name.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a soundtrack.
Yeah, that's a Dre album.
Yeah.
I mean,
people didn't argue too much for it. They didn't really care for it.
It didn't.
Right.
It didn't connect with a lot of people. You know.
And that's why I'm curious to see how this Missionary album is going to do.
Even y'all ain't listened to
Snoop's already performing it. He's been performing the lead off single.
Y'all ain't listened to the shit he did with Marsha?
Yeah, Dre, the stuff he did with Dre. Yeah, I didn't get good reviews on that either from the people I spoke to.
But you personally, have you listened to it?
I haven't listened to it personally, but I've spoken to. I can legitimately say I spoke to 5 people who say they loved it, and about 6 people who said they didn't like it.
I mean, it's too early too. We know music take a little longer to marinate now.
And that's my point. I think it's all about how you put it in people's face, how you package it up, to this man's point, how you market it.
Well,
I think any producer like a Dre, any artist like a Snoop, if those two get in the studio together and they cooking up, it's going to be some quality, right? There's no doubt it's going to be quality. Question is how's the marketing going to resonate with the people?
And that's what it all boiled down to at the end of the day. Like,
Not for me.
But I'm just saying, but you got a face card. Everybody think that face card is valid. And we realize that star power is not that strong no more. You just can't pop out and think everybody about to show up and show out for you. Now,
at that level, you can.
No, you can't.
At Snoop
at a Snoop level, yes, you can, bro.
Bro, he's not going to reach the masses without marketing.
How many? Snoop is like the biggest
all Snoop got
brand in hip hop. Who's bigger? Who got a bigger brand in hip hop? Who got a bigger brand than Snoop?
If Snoop said he's going
Bigger brand?
Yeah, who got a bigger brand than Snoop in hip hop? Remember, this nigga's all over TV, Corona commercials.
But
that's not the music
right.
though.
I know, but that's his brand. So he got how many monthly listeners Snoop got on Spotify right now?
Forget about the monthly listeners. It's not even about that. Snoop is a brand, bro.
But he can do. But what I'm saying is that don't determine your success. It's not just because Snoop dropped an album like Mount Rushmore. We knew Snoop was on the album. Did everybody go listen to it and run them numbers up? Did it go platinum? Did it do the numbers?
But they didn't put the marketing budget behind.
But that's what I'm saying.
Snoop got 31 million monthly listeners. If anything he dropped, bro, is gonna go. Let me see. Upcoming album. When is this shit dropping? This shit is dropping December 13th.
But that's from old music. That's from classic songs.
You're right.
That's from classic music, bro. It's not new.
But it's not all from the old shit like you think. Like nigga, Snoop was still dropping bangers all the way up until like RNG and Blue Carpet. Like he had a run,
but those are classics, bro.
He had a run.
When was that? That was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
classic, bro. That's what I'm saying. That is classic now, bro. But I'm not knocking Snoop.
Corrected.
I'm a fan of Snoop.
Right.
I'm just being real, like.
Right.
That's
why
when
you go listen to the new Snoop album, or you going to listen to his old shit?
I'm going to listen to the album. Legitimately going to listen to the album.
I'm going to listen to the new shit.
Are you going to hear that album more than hear any other Snoop albums? That's only
but you talking about something different. You talking about budget and all that. That comes down to like.
But he said, is it going to be successful? Is it going to be a successful?
Nah, at this point, they legacy acts though.
It depends on how much money they put behind it. And here's my opinion on that. My opinion on that is, because it's being released through Death Row, it's gonna have a budget, right?
Right.
Snoop and Dre, they're gonna go off of their nostalgia, but it's just like anything. They're gonna say, all right, we're just gonna put this much behind it because we're not gonna bankrupt the company just to push this one album.
Right.
Because we got other artists that are doing just as good. We got October London over here. We just dropped the East Siders. We just dropped Dog Pound.
Mm-hmm.
The money's not gonna be made off of the streams. The money's gonna be made off of we on the road. We're back on tour again.
Yeah.
And if you've been paying attention, they're all back touring again.
Yep.
They're all back working. The band is back together, so to speak, and they're all working. They're getting paid on the road. And that's where they're going to be at.
That's real.
So I don't think it's about the music, us reliving nostalgia in terms of the Death Row days and, when it was like, oh, man, we got to get there. We got to go.
We also biased, though, bro. We biased.
Nah, for real. But
we
live long enough to be biased.
No, but I'm saying it's us specifically because we Long Beach niggas, so we always going, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Dre from Compton, I'm a Compton nigga, so.
Right.
It's only right.
But we're going to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm looking forward to listening to it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm definitely going to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely going to listen. I'm going to give it an ear where I'm going to put it, I ain't gonna even compare it to the old shit.
All the hip hop, everybody gonna be. It ain't just us though.
Everybody
all of
gonna
hip hop
listen.
it's gonna be a moment.
But it's like,
It's gonna be a moment.
how many times we gonna go back and relive that moment is the question. Because everybody, like, when everybody drops, yeah, they get one listen from me, but did they bring me back is the question.
And that's the thing is there is music that connects, that cuts through for me, but it is very rare.
Right.
It's
Especially
rare
now.
because here's the thing. What's the number? You know the number, Pro. How many songs get uploaded to Spotify every day?
100K.
100,000 plus.
100,000
200,000 a day is what they say.
songs.
Yeah.
That's what the internet be saying, but who really knows the number? We don't work for Spotify.
It might be more.
Good.
It might be more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we victims of that too, of being desensitized
No,
to
for
music.
sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I ain't no different from the average. You know what I'm saying?
But
From
it
the average
comes. But
listener.
what I think we're learning a lot of all this. A lot of what we do when it comes to anything we do, when it comes to just content in general, whether it's videos, music, where it comes down to the budget, bro. It comes down to how much you're willing to put behind yourself to share with the world who you are and what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not gonna spend the money, stop wasting your time.
Exactly.
I could go stand at the liquor store right now, and I could watch the same person come to the liquor store 2, 3, 4 times in a day, and they're gonna spend $20, $30, $40, and they're gonna buy grabber leaves, soda pops, candy bars, ice cream, and a white tea.
In a white tee for sure.
But they won't put the money onto running some ads, printing up some QR codes, passing out some flyers, getting up and passing out the flyers to people that need to shoot some content, take their phone, shoot some content. They won't do it. Yet they'll walk around town and say, I'm a rapper. I'm a singer.
I'm the best rapper.
Can't nobody see me. I'm doing me. I'm the shit.
I mean, it probably just come down to how much you believe in yourself. But I think when we talk, there's two different conversations, right? Because when you dealing with a Snoop and with a Dre, they gonna have a budget. You know what I'm saying? That budget, that's without saying. They
gonna have a budget, but they gonna have the budget they need.
Right. And they don't even gotta put their money up. But if they wanted to, they could just be like, hey, nigga, you got a meal, I got a meal, let's throw $2 million behind this project. It's out of there.
But I think
as far as marketing, now would a music match the excitement of whatever the marketing campaign is that's a different
that's
story.
only for our ears to know.
I would tell you that video, the little short clip that Snoop did put out for this album, that shit was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Snoop is in a different bag
yet,
too. Like with just with his content, bro. He's just in a different bag. So I'm sure they gonna get some listeners.
Listen, I'm gonna listen. You feel me? And if it grabbed me, it grabbed me. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't want to listen to it. I'm gonna listen. It's just Snoop done put out a lot of music. He never really took a break. He's always been putting out music, and it's been very rare that I get like the music just like grabs me like that, and like
I always enjoy listening to Snoop when Snoop is produced. When he's produced, I enjoy listening to him. The last album that I really, really enjoyed that he was the album with Pharrell.
RNG.
Shit classic, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, shit is...
See, in this last decade, I produced like a few songs for Snoop. But I was never at the studio. I wasn't there to give input. I wasn't there producing them on my song. You feel me?
You made the track.
I made the
you
beat.
Didn't produce the
It was on track.
One of the songs I laid the foundation down like to a T. I gave him the hook, the beat,
okay.
And it was just like, go lay a verse.
What song is that, man? Let the people know what song that
It's
was,
called
man.
Toss It.
Snoop Toss It.
Featuring Too Short and Neff the Pharaoh.
Okay, Toss It. Yeah. We're going to have to slap that today when I head to the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I got another one that I did with Snoop, and this was, I just sent the beat. You feel me? Type shit. It was with Das and Corrupt. I forgot the name of it. It's been a while. That shit probably like 10 years old, probably.
Okay.
But it's like, Snoop, he's got to be produced. And Dr. Dre, we know what he have done.
Yeah.
What can he do today is the question, and we will soon find out.
We will find out, man. And that is the perfect conclusion because I got to take a piss.
And I can't wait for Lou to put his damn music out.
Man.
Say what? Hey, man, it's music on the way. It's on the way, man.
It's 7 days, man. 7 days in a week, man.
Hey, but look, thank y'all for listening to the Kool Uncle Podcast. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, stream, whatever you need to do to get more in tune with your cool uncles. Peace.
Yeah, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, hey, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, hey, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, I'm the cool uncle. Profile shorts, white tee.